Good morning. Nothing to fear, just check the oil and it's fine. I'm so paranoid about it after what happened with the last one. Yeah, I should probably go back in my records and check out what happened to the last Hilux. That was an adventure. In case anyone's wondering, this is what the back looks like when we're driving. Good afternoon and welcome to Rauna, a very traditional wooden Finnish town. We are getting a ferry from here to an island. That's all I can remember. Strange tradition from this town. So the fishermen would go over to England and buy these dogs for their wives, and the wives would put the dogs in the windows facing outwards if their husband was away fishing, obviously looking for their owner's return, and inwards if the fishermen were at home. But this quickly ended up being a very easy way to tell when the husband wasn't home, as it were. Ferry number 13. Okay, we have arrived on the island of Kuska, Jascari. I think that's how you say it. So this island was a coastal battery and army barracks until 1996. Let's see what we can find. What have we got here? Damn it. Looks like an old range. Some more trenches leading from over there to a pillbox. The wild strawberries are out. I think here we are at the wrong end of a firing range. Chanterelle time. One of the cannons on this island, if you ask them very nicely and pay them some money, they will fire it for you. I'm not sure if you get to pull the trigger, it would be pretty awesome, but not today. That's it for day 57. Good morning from the town of Jascari. We are at the museum of a famous local inventor whose main thing was that inventions don't need to work. So let's see what he made. This is definitely something we need in our life. This is the atomic telemotion. It turns bad thoughts into barbecue coals. Well, it's back to the car now, but we bought our Bermuda Triangle high density anchovy briquettes, which I'm looking forward to eating. Little beach picnic lunch. What you doing? Finding a campsite, attempt number 2. Let's go. Campsite number 2, no. Campsite number 3, no. It's getting quite tiring being close to civilization. Please, 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 please. So after the horrors of finding a decent campsite, we have a nice place. We have Finwangus on the grill, chanterelles which we foraged, making a sauce, and life is good. So there we go. Finwangus Wagyu Angus cross, chanterelle sauce. So our little spot that we found turns out to be the secret swimming spot, and we've had 4 or 5 people show up and go for a swim, and it's been really lovely. And we've just had the local landowner turn up. He doesn't own this spot of land, but he comes here for a swim. But he's just bought the sweetest car with him, and we're all very jealous. Bye. Good morning. We have left the Usika Punky area, and we're now down at Kustavi, waiting for ferry number 14. This is going to take us over the course of the day onto the Åland Islands, which are a separate sort of autonomous region. And in our sticker book of flags, they have a sticker. So we're going to get sticker number 30, which is always exciting. Anyway, here comes the ferry. I think we have a Finnish army kitchen trailer here, which I would like. Heading up the buffet by the ferry port whilst we wait for the ferry. The ferry's here, probably going to miss it. We messed up. We couldn't book that ferry, or I mean we could have, but it would have been very late at night. So we've turned around. We're getting back on the ferry to Kustavi, and we're going to drive down to Turku, where we've booked a ferry tomorrow morning. Rather than drive all the way through the islands, we are getting a ferry directly to Åland, and I guess we're gonna grab an Airbnb by the port as we have an early start and a 5.5 hour ferry tomorrow. So this is our little €88 apartment just by the dock, but there are some questionable decorations. We have 2 pineapples. Glad they're the right way up. Well, being in a city does have one upside. Curry deliver. Good morning, day 60 from the hustle and bustle of Turku port. Behind us, I think this is our boat. Got 5 hours on that, ferry number 16. We have to find a way onto it, which I think is on the other side of that fence. We've been told we're too tall for our booking. There was no Hilux on the booking, which was quite annoying, and we're taller than that anyway. So we're now in the waiting line, and that might mean we don't get on this ferry, in which case we might give up on the Åland Islands. It's the moment of truth, second to last on the ferry. Or not on the ferry. Oh my god, my nerves. The very last space on the boat. And the kebab pizza. Well, we are arriving in Holland, as I've been told it's pronounced. Here's the door, which is about to open, and here's us facing the wrong way. Should be fun. Well, we've arrived in Åland. Sounds like a Cockney saying Holland. Åland. Tonight, beachside halloumi avocado salad stuff. Well, Joy is braver than me. That is Baltic, literally. Well, good afternoon. As the old saying goes, if it's nice, we stay there twice. So we are just going to take the day, beautiful sunny day by the beach, going to have some food, go paddle boarding, maybe go to a restaurant. It's not often you get a direct sea view straight onto a sandy beach, so we're going to make the most of it. We might be a bit too British. Boring campsite stuff. Dishes. Cloudberry ice cream. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Well, we tried to reach this little island behind us so we could have a little uninhabited island time, but the current and you can see the sea is super shallow, so and I'm just getting dragged off into the sea, so we're going to try heading back again. Joy got some foot cramp. We are having a nice meal tomorrow, so we're going to have a nasty meal tonight. Chicken Penang MRE with canned pulled pork. Oh yeah. Good morning, day 62. It's time to get off the beach and have a little explore of Holland. Just go and find Joy and we'll head off. And this is the famous Åland pancake. Parking like an absolute legend. Well, good afternoon. You find us in the Soltuna area on the Grotstigen hike. Hopefully we're going to find a nice cave here where the locals hid from Russian soldiers. And tonight, having like a mango curry, coconut rice, and here's our little spot. Not bad. Weather's good, life's good. Well, good evening. You find us in beautiful Bomasund. I think that's us for the night. Tomorrow, fortresses, frisbee golf, some good food, maybe some paddleboarding. Good morning, history time. You find us at Bomasund Fort. So this fort in the early 1800s was built by the Russian Empire, who'd just taken Finland and found this was their westernmost border. And this was an absolutely enormous fort, one of the biggest fortresses ever built. However, good old England and France, let's not forget the French, in the 1850s we came and laid siege to this place and absolutely destroyed it. So here we are inside the keep of this fortress. You can see it going all the way over here. And even further over there by those trees. So yeah, this was the main part of the fortress, and around it, dotted in this forest over here, and a few miles over there, and a few miles over there, were a few other smaller fortresses, and there was a plan to sort of encircle the whole area. Here's one of the bigger bits of the wall, still missing quite a lot. So here we have some of the cannons left over. It's the imperial mark, and of course they're like George. So out in the sea here, there would have been HMS Valorous, first class frigate, and they were just firing cannonballs on this place. You can see all of the holes still. Pretty cool. So the Russian coastal battery, it took 5 years to build, 20 cannons, and the British turned up. We built a little sandbag fortress in 10 hours, and with 3 cannons we wrecked it. Lunch. So we are at a restaurant called Smackbin, where we have a reservation for tonight. However, beforehand we are going to have a go at Finland's probably most popular sport, frisbee golf. Joy's taking a picture of the rules because she doesn't want me to cheat. Oh, pretty good. One.
No, that doesn't count.